Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here to begin this one is Cameron Dicker. And off we go on Thursday night primetime. DeJounte Wester to return it. Takes it up and the ball comes out. And the fumble recovery is made. Now the Lions calling timeout. They're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend.
Just look at everyone flying down the field. But when they fly down the field, they got 2 things in mind, Kate. Number 1, get the returner down. And number 2, separate the ball if you can. It's rare that it happens, but it sure is exciting when it does.
May off the play fake. Ball beaten by Arroyo on the right side. And they have this well into the red zone now at the 15. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
Yards on the play. That's good for the Lions. First down.
From the red zone on 1st. Cut near the goal line. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions put up points to begin the game. Well, Brock, they could prove me wrong, but I don't think touchdowns are going to come that easily the rest of this game. But starting out, we all welcome the quick score.
Yeah, not a lot of energy exerted, right? Not a lot of their cards shown just yet. They only got a couple plays into their strategy, and they found pay dirt. A lot of mystery still to come with what they're going to do schematically. A lot of answers have to be found defensively.
That one's right down the middle. Lions push the lead to 2 scores now.
Commanders, nothing. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. Here's Wester on the return. He lost the football. And they steal it back on the return. And this will reach the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions blowing them out this opening quarter. Step 1 is just making the hit, Brock. Step 2, trying to knock the football out with that hit, and they were even fortunate enough to get to step 3, weren't they? Taking that fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
And just look at them. I love the joy.
Yep.
A unit that doesn't get to celebrate the end zone all too often, they will welcome the chance to be the guys running it in for a change. Cue up the group celebration, and boys, go enjoy the moment.
Escapes the pocket. And he's into the end zone. That play adds a couple more to their lead. So the turnover ends in 8 points on the board. A very advantageous spot to make the call and go for 2.
I like it. In fact, I like it a lot. Those defenders, they were just sitting over there on the sidelines, and then boom, they got to get on the field. They just kind of scrambled their brains, and they took advantage of it. And as you said, didn't settle for 7. Oh no, they step on the accelerator and put 8 on the board.
So now the Commanders will get their turn at an opening drive of the game. They're led out by the 4th-year passer out of Iowa State, Brock Purdy.
The biggest mistake he can make here is letting his offense get suckered into trying and matching the pace while the opposition just set. Even if it's a quick score to begin the game, he's got to have the poise and the patience here to run the opening script they planned for all week long. Play your game and not let the circumstances dictate and force your hand early.
First play, they go quick out to the left, complete. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
First carry here for Braylon Allen. And they'll make the stop up at the 46-yard line. All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Commanders.
Looking out of the gun, it's Purdy. It's taken in by DeJounte Wester. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10.
That's another Washington Commanders first down.
Up the middle, here goes Allen. Trying to make it happen. No luck. This goes backwards on 1st down. offense, you tell me these two defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you've got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Has him on the quick hitter. Going the other way. Lions have it. Space left side. And he's off to the races. And the nightmare continues as they bring the football back for a touchdown. The Lions were running away so far. We've got a 27-zip game. That was awesome. The return became a question of, does he have enough steam to make it back before someone runs him down?
That is the most sprinting we're going to see him do on a football field. Maybe his whole life. That distance, a whole lot more than the few yards he's usually running towards quarterback in the pocket. And he had enough to reach that goal line. You're darn right he did. He could sense it, and he wanted it.
Close to an outright disaster, Brock, because he winds up losing a ton of yards on the play. Really seemed like they were trying to get as much momentum as possible out of that series of events, didn't it? Big play like a fumble return, Brock. They wanted to add another big moment with that two-point try.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all, even if they did fail. Kind of like a big play we see all the time, right? The offense will get right back to the line.
Loses it again. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Chance here for one final play before the end of our quarter. First down, May. Caught just shy of the goal line. And he's in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions swell their first quarter by 6. Not even 2 minutes in, Brock, and they've already got 2 touchdowns up on that scoreboard.
Okay, even by the standard the elite offense set every season, this is some incredibly fast-paced scoring to begin a game. They got a bus ready to roll full speed from the start.
We've reached the end of one on Thursday night prime time. A whole lot to nothing is our score. We're back to Ford Field right after this.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Western on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here. Rocky's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. The Commanders, offense, and LeJohntay Western ready to go once again. And they take the field feeling pretty beaten down with how this one's gone. Even if they're keeping their heads high, Brock, not a whole lot they've been able to do so far.
Yeah, in these moments, I think of golfers, right, in a tournament. They don't want to look at the scoreboard. They don't want to see how much they're down. They just want to take it shot by shot by shot.
It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play. Expect the defense to be coming again here after that sack. It is 2nd and 16. Oh, he lost the football. The Lions get to it. Not much added after the recovery, partner, so that is where they'll take possession from the fumble. 1st and 10 now from the 30. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. He had it for a moment, but a complete defensive play. Jarring loose, incomplete. So working from the 30 as they line this up. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Back to the air. It's May. Taking a chance to the end zone. He will score. It's a Detroit touchdown. The Lions boat racing them to the halftime locker room. When you reach the status that he has around the league, Brock, well, we all at this point expect him to be making plays like this when he's targeted down near the end zone.
Yeah, I think the best thing I can say about this dude is he makes it look easy a lot of the time. And this game, trust me, is never easy. It speaks to how well he plays this position.
Now we'll see them try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. the Lions continue piling onto this lead.
48. Commanders, nothing. To kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Here's Wester on the return. He's brought down just inside the 25. The Commanders all set to regain possession. They're trailing, but there's enough time, Brock, that they could get a scoring drive to attack that here before the break. First down, Purdy to throw. Complete to Braylon Allen. And he gets absolutely pumped to end that one. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
On the gun is Purdy. Completed over the middle. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
And it brings up 3rd down.
Purdy looking to throw here. It's 3rd and 2. Big trouble now, and the ball is out. Going the other way, Lions have it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover. Oh boy, Brock, some very unfortunate deja vu offensively here. This is exactly how their last drive came to an end too.
Yeah, bummer for the offense, but exactly what the defense has worked on this week. They find those ball security culprits and they take advantage of it. They study that tape, Kate, all week long, looking to see who's loose with the football and where they can take advantage of it. Back to back drives.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's May. Flushed out of the pocket. He tucks it and takes off. And they take this in for the score. The Lions get more points to end a lopsided first half. Drake made the touchdown. And this distance, a very dangerous player on any pass play because, Brock, as he's scanning the field to throw for the end zone, he's looking for an avenue to run it too.
Okay, this is exactly why it's never been harder to play defense in the NFL. The precision and the execution in the passing game, the efficiency has never been better. But then when you do cover it up, you got guys like this who can scramble and make you pay with their legs.
That one splits the uprights. And the Lions grow their lead yet again.
Damn, I miss you, Chester. Singing love on my face compressor. Ground control with a soul like
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. He lost the football. And they dodge a turnover there on the return. He doesn't make it very far. Tackled at his own 10-yard line. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he won't get beyond the line of scrimmage. Good work by the defense. Second down coming up. We get a timeout. 8 seconds remaining before halftime. First play of the drive, lost a yard. Need to get it back and some change here. Second down. They'll stick with the ground game here. And he's going to line up in the red for this play, back at the 8. The timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their third. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Not a good spot to punt from. They really want to convert here on third. He's run up for it. So that's the halfway point of dealing with some time constraints, it seems. We'll bypass halftime and get right back to the action. Back from the break, I'm Kate Scott, joined by Brock Heward, and we are just moments away from the beginning of our second half. The beginners return from the 11. And out of bounds at the 4. A nightmarish series of events on that return. Here comes the offense for Detroit to begin the second half. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has it with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. Here's May on 1st and 10. Forced out to his right. And that's going to be a safety. You know, generally down around your own end zone, you're thinking less of driving the length of the field. Initially, you're just trying to buy some space and prevent a safety.
This is called situational football. You work on it all through training camp, right? It's not just a 2-minute drill. This can be equally important. Just get that first down. Just get out of the shadow of your own goal line. Well, the defense wasn't having it.
And this isn't going to help things following that safety as the free kick winds up out of bounds. So march it forward after they accept the penalty. Allen trying this straight ahead. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. He's been 10-yard gain on the play. That's going to give the Commanders a first down.
Well, more often than not, it's a passing game that's asked to go for your first down in just one play. But when you get that big play potential on the ground, jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
They'll run here on first down. But second down is going to be a good bit tougher. He can't even get back to the line. This play loses yards.
Loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12 at the Lions' 36-yard line.
Play action now. Purdy. Connects on the crosser. Ooh, running close to the line of the game. Down to the 25. 3rd and maybe a yard. Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. It's out on 3rd down. And he won't get back to the line, Brock. They needed one, but they're going to lose one on that play. It's 4th down. A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. No go, Allen. And forget the marker, Brock. He's not even making it back to the line. They're turning this over on downs.
Well, a blitz on 4th down is a gutsy call, but it can work against a pass or a run. Good luck running for the sticks when you got a whole defense crashing you right off the snap.
Starting on the ground here with Barkley. This drive's quickly heading in the wrong direction. First play sets down behind the line. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
No, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
Buying some time right. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Now May on 3rd and long. Connecting on the slant. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop it.
It's a gain of
brings us to the end of 3 on Thursday night primetime. It's Lions football, and Brock, they've got to be happy about the great lead they've built. To the air on first down, May. That one falls incomplete. Couldn't make the connection deep downfield. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10.
Darius Slay on the coverage.
Barkley trying this up the gut. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
He was brought down right
DB's out there for the Commanders on 3rd.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down and 9.
3rd and long for him here. He'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards.
13 yards.
And the Lions have a first down.
That's good. For a Lions first down.
Option play. They give it to Barkley. And a power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
Hey, not a bad play by any means. There's room for more. They know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. On the draw, it's Barkley. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down. But instead, they move the chains. And that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Running down the left side. And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
Kid, I want you in the audience to imprint that play in your mind. When you hear me or any announcer say, he's running downhill. Oh, get running downhill. Oh, you want to hit it downhill. That right there, that was running downhill.
Barkley. And he barrels across for the touchdown. The Lions throw 6 more on the blowout. Saquon Barkley, the touchdown. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
They'll try this extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. The Lions tack on 7 more to their lead.
69. Commanders 2.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. And it goes for a touchback, so time enough for 1, maybe 2 final plays here. And they're starting out in a good spot here as they get set. 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Purdy. Going deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out. But it looks like someone from the Commanders got to that one. They'll keep the football. The timeout arrives with just 3 seconds remaining in this game, so we've got 1 more snap coming up. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. It's set. One final shot here. Trying to push deep downfield. And there's our last-stand image of this game. It's intercepted. And the Lions make the interception on what is the final play of this game. Nice job beating that Ultimate Team Challenge. If you left any stars out there, you can always replay it to pick them up. Or, if you got them all already, find a new challenge to tackle.
Do you have the time to listen to me whine about nothing and everything all at once? I am one of those melodramatic fools, neurotic to the bone, no doubt about it. Sometimes I give myself the creeps. Sometimes my mind plays tricks on me. It all keeps adding up. I think I'm cracking up. Am I just paranoid? Am I just...
Win a fucking game. Just about set for a start. Happy to have you with us, and we are underway here on Thursday Night Prime Time. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. And careless with the football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Security eluded him. He's able to get 6. A nice pick out down to the 21.
A nice run here early on, and then took a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of this caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
To throw, it's May. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
That's a nice job there because you got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down.
He handed it off there, but I don't really know if he would have kept it or tried to do anything else if it would have mattered.
Yeah, it's not always a wrong read when a play gets stacked up. Sometimes they're just at the line of scrimmage. There's just too many bodies to maneuver.
And as a result, now they're looking at a 4th down.
He'll try to do it himself. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Well, certainly not how they drew it up. A 4th down gamble turns into a 4th down scramble, but all is well. First down.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
To the air, May.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Detroit.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
A 2-yard touchdown grab.
And the Lions are able to extend their lead.
On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route. Ordinarily, it's probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it's a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score.
Morton Anderson down for the extra point.
And this is good as they extend it out now to a 9-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive.
And it was capped off by a Jackson Smith and Jigba touchdown catch. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
So now the Colts will get their first opportunity with a football.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields.
And not only does he have all the skills that you're looking for as a quarterback, he's incredibly tough and plays the game fearlessly as both a runner and a passer. You provide a good running game around him and let him throw deep off of play action, you get an all-star in the making.
And that is incomplete. Wow, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
A play fake, now Fields to throw.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
This defense, Charles, very opportunistic here early. A second fumble recovery in this first quarter of play.
Yeah, you mentioned the right word, opportunistic and aggressive, because once they got the first fumble recovery, they were eager to get a second one, and sometimes they just come in bunches.
And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Saquon Barkley from 17 yards out.
And the Lions are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
extra point by Anderson, up and good. And that will make this a 19-point game.
Colts nothing.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They find themselves in a good-sized hole here, and a good-sized hole early on in this game as they come up on first down. The fumble on first down now. Here's second down. Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is scooped up. And into the end zone. A scoop and score. A fumble return for the Detroit touchdown. Charles, they are putting on a show right now. I mean, with that fumble return for the touchdown, you think about the size of this advantage. Heck, it's a 4-score game right now, and we're still in the first half.
And that has to be the highlight, Brandon, with how frequently we see fumbles return to the house. But if you aren't inclined to pick this as the game's signature play so far, you do have no shortage of alternatives to select from. This has been nothing short of a clinic. And as noted, we still have a half a ball to play.
On now comes the Lion offense. They'll be asked to go for 2 here.
The Lions will set up for the
They'll let Robinson try and run. And they are just not going to let up as he is into the end zone here for 2 more.
32. Colts nothing.
We are in for a good one as we're through 1 on EA Sports. Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football. As they've got it as we resume action. And not willing to risk another fumble, he'll sit on this one. It's a touchback. First carry for Josh Jacobs. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11.
Fields now to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now it's Fields. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
Well, that's the 3rd time he's fumbled so far in this game. And, you know, you can make excuses for each and every one of them. But the bottom line is he's got to take care of it better. And now that he's shown a propensity for fumbling it, just think about what the defenders are trying to do.
Yeah, well, guys hate 1 fumble, 2's, oh my goodness, 3 or more. Wow.
Just doesn't make any sense, does it?
Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And now following that turnover, they've got an opportunity here to try to cash in with good field position before intermission. And able to get this down inside the 15, into the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. 2nd down and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's May.
He's got his man in stride, complete. 9 yards on the play there. That'll set him up first and goal.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Lions first down. First and goal at the 5.
They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And he's going to take it in for a Lion touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Lions continue to pull away here this first half. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
The Lions will set up for the 2.
They're going to try to throw for it. And he's got it. They add on more. A little salt in the wound. 2-point conversion makes this lead even bigger. So they go with a pass there on the 2-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their 2-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is. And I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have 2-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Colts offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string it.
And the ball is knocked out. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line.
Whenever I see a team turn it over on back-to-back drives, fumbles on their last 2, I know one person's blood pressure who is starting to rise, and that's the head coach.
Absolutely. And when's it going to go down? When they stop fumbling?
When they stop fumbling and after he's assessed the game film, and only.
They'll wind up losing 3 down the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. I think this defense, Charles, realizing the deficit they're facing, they're going to have to step up and make more plays like we just saw there.
Yeah, and those are the type of plays that can focus a defense because, as we know, they've had their trouble so far in this one. But they just proved to themselves that they can get to him, and I expect them to continue to bring that type of pressure in order to try and turn around their fortunes.
They'll throw with May. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. A great effort there. 39 yards. And the Lions will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Anderson on for the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. The long touchdown pass gets him 6 on a very, very tidy 2-play drive that time. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Colts going to take over now late in this first half. Things for them, just to put it bluntly, man, it has been tough sledding here in the first half, facing that big deficit. The clock is dwindling now. Maybe if they can get something on the board here before intermission, they'll have at least a little momentum heading into the second half. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
That's good for a Colts First down.
Back to throw. Fields. That's complete to the rookie from Colorado. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half.
It's a gain of 7.
And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2.
Here we go. Green.
A final shot before the break. Fields. That's laid out deep for Rice. And he knocks the ball away and it falls incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen here, and you never know what you're going to get in the NFL. Sometimes it goes down to the wire. Other times, it's blowout city, like what this game is shaping up to be. But hey, anything can happen, so let's go to the second half.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go to your raw material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going. That's running the ball well, but with intelligence. How about him keeping the clock moving, staying in bounds?
Yeah, even though it's the third quarter, you're thinking ahead, aren't you? This is where your running game can really help you with a lead in the second half.
I agree totally. It's not just end of the half situations that you worry about the clock. It's throughout the game. And with a lead, stay in bounds. Make them fight harder to try and catch you.
Delay of game, offense.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. A big play there for Detroit. 73 yards on the ground. Whoa, I mean, it took him a while to get him a rep, but that's quite an introduction to this game.
And not just hello. How about goodbye to the defense as he went past him? Big-time run on his first carry of the game.
And now again, the play clock's going to run out on him. Penalty accepted, and that pushes him back 5.
Still first down.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. 87 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 2nd and 1 from the 2.
A gain of 14 brings up 2nd and 1.
Now May on the sneak. I don't think he got in. The big bodies up front held him at the 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Robinson up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. Bijan Robinson punching it in from a yard away. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Now to try to add the extra point, the lefty Anderson. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Bijan Robinson who took it home with a touchdown run.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 up to the 33. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now Fields. Now he's going to step up and run. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair.
Here we go, son.
Here's Fields. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on to the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Don't jump, ready?
Here's Fields. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
To throw is Fields. Going to be taken in. Oh, he put it on the carpet, a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line.
As they say, this game hasn't exactly been one for the books. I mean, we're into the 4th quarter here, and now this happens, another turnover. Not one that they're going to hold up and say, yeah, this has been a banner day.
Absolutely. Still sitting on 0. They start on the ground with Robinson here. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. That one looks like he'll throw here. He'll rifle this one deep right side. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And that's where you want to use your big tight end. Let him use his size and frame to go up and get the deep ball in the end zone. But that time, they couldn't connect.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. May. They'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Zone coverage there, they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there was not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
4th down, here's May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's going to have the Lions first down. And that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs.
Well, partner, nothing but praise from me for this offense. They have been tremendous all night long. They knew what they had to do to unlock the defense. And let's face it, this has been a master class in offensive football that we've been here to witness.
Throwing here is May. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigma. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Incomplete. Quinyon Mitchell on the coverage.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw again. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Up huge on the scoreboard, and they're still trying to add to their total. That shot doesn't connect, but I don't think it'll dissuade them from attempting another one.
They'll try and throw forward May. Past the 20, 10, and they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Wow, 1st and goal, and defensively all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more. A little insult to injury here late in the game. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, ultimately not really sure that they're going to need those 3 points, but they'll take the 3 and they pad that lead.
Yeah, this one's already wrapped up, but you and I both know if you're an offensive coordinator, you never let up on the gas unless the head coach tells you to do so. And maybe you've actually clicked him off in your headset so you keep calling plays and trying to add to this lead.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. Well, now how about this? The ball comes out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. I hate to say it, but at this point, I don't really know that they're playing to win with this deficit in the 4th quarter. They're just trying to erase that 0 on the scoreboard, Charles, and get some type of momentum to carry into the film session tomorrow.
If you get any type of points on the board, it'll count as a moral victory, although no one will talk about that in the post-game press conference.
Devils can't hear it no more. Tell it to this man can't hear it no more. Don't feel it no more. Jump in the middle, but can't hear it no more.
Mike Tirico and Greg Olsen on hand as Cameron Dicker is set to kick things off. And off we go from Ford Field. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And they're led by the man who waited his turn, the 2020 first-rounder, Jordan Love.
I don't know about you, Mike, but my biggest takeaway from our meeting with him was just how important it is that they get off to a fast start. He made it very clear. They wanted to put their opponent on their heels right from the jump. So I think early in this game, they're going to come out swinging right from the opening whistle.
We'll try again here. 2nd and 10. On play action, Love. The second down throw is incomplete.
3rd and long, obviously isn't an ideal situation to be in offensively. It makes you very predictable, which then places a ton of stress on your offensive line and your quarterback. So they've got to start being more productive in these early downs and set themselves up for more success come third down.
A throw left side, taken in by Wilson. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down.
Even though they gave up that last completion, Mike, that's a really good drive there for this defense. I mean, from the beginning, on those early downs, keeping them from staying ahead of the chains, put them in a tough third down situation, and now it brings up fourth down, and looks like they're going to get off the field.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led by the man from North Carolina, 6'4", quarterback Drake May.
I always like studying quarterbacks in year two. I think rookie year, there can either be a lot of growth, right? There's the biggest ability to take that jump, but there's also some struggles you have to work through. In year two, a full offseason, really understanding the playbook. Things have kind of slowed down for you. I feel like year two is a really good indicator of what long-term success looks like.
Saquon Barkley, and he will dive into the end zone. 72 yards. Touchdown, Detroit. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series, but they've come out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6.
They'll line it up to take the extra point. It's up and through. And the Lions will take a 15-0 lead. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This returnable from the 4. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Seahawks offense ready to see the football for the second time. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They go play action with the run. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. That is Darius Smith getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Ready. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38.
Set, hut. 45. Hut, hut.
From the gun, it's Love. Oh, Ron. Oh, he doesn't put it away, and the ball's out. And fortunately, this is going to get out of bounds. So no turnover, and it's actually going to wind up a 1st down. Well, a big play there, and maybe a big break, too. The ball going out of bounds so they keep possession and keep a little bit of this momentum going, Greg.
We see this across the league so much now, Mike. Defenders are getting so good at ripping that ball out. Unfortunately for them, in this case, they got the ball out, but it ended up going out of bounds.
First reception of the game for St. Brown, and he gives his team a 1st down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip.
He's hit after the catch, and the ball comes free. And it's recovered by one of his teammates.
Now, obviously, there's never a good time to fumble the ball. It's probably the thing that teams stress the most is ball security. But it makes it a little bit easier knowing that your own team was able to fall on top of it, and at least you can maintain possession.
Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. We're looking at a second down and 9 to go. He's got his man. That's Nico Collins. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. He'll get this one complete to St. Brown. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of down.
First and 10 at the 8-yard line.
Here's a screen set up to Williams. This one will be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back. Because those offensive linemen...
He is hit before he can get rid of it. And down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons getting in for the sack. And now it's going to be 3rd and a mile.
If there's one positive remaining, it's the fact that they're still in scoring position. But with the way they've been able to move the ball down here in the red zone, they're thinking 6. But after that last second...
Over him in a flash, and he lost the football. Looked like one of the Seahawks was in there and did keep the ball with Seattle.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. This will be a 46-yard attempt. Santos' kick is good. And the Seahawks are on the board just before halftime.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick recap of the first half, which has been strongly one-sided. This is heading towards blowout territory unless they can come from behind and get themselves a victory. Let's find out what happens in the second half. Let's go back out to the commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Lions offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. They'll go play action with May. Taking the deep shot for Smith and Jigba. And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Falls incomplete. 2nd and 10.
He was covered by Brian Branch.
Working out of the gun. It's May. He's going to try it here again. That one broken up. It's incomplete. All over him down the field. It'll set up 3rd down.
On the coverage.
Down Barkley.
Saquon Barkley on the carry. Brought down to the 35-yard line. A gain of
No
9.
move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll try it now with Barkley. And this will be a Lions first down as he gets this up to the 40-yard line.
They knew they were in a tough spot here defensively. Anytime a team gets you down into these 4th and short situations, we've kind of seen this take hold in the NFL. The ability of offenses to generate first downs on 4th down continues to improve year after year, and defenses have a hard time winning these gotta-have-it moments.
They'll run straight ahead with Barkley. He did not want to go down there. Carrying tacklers, it's a gain of 9. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Operating from the shotgun, it's May. On the move, past the 40. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line. A gain there of 21. First down, Detroit.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's May. That's to the rookie from Miami, Elijah Arroyo. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5. Give them 27, and it's 1st and goal. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. This is Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Off the play fake, here's May. That's hauled in at the 2. And he'll take it on in. Tatarella McMillan. Touchdown, Detroit. Now to try here for the point after. The kick is good. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter.
Seahawks 3. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. This one taken at the 10. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They're obviously looking for, I guess, a moral victory at this point. Still in search of their first touchdown of this game. This is probably going to be their last shot to get it in the end zone. This drive will begin with first down. They will not get back to the line of scrimmage. They pick them up and throw them down for a loss. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. That caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun. It's Love. That is incomplete. Here we go. And they're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
Set, right. Set, go, yellow. 40.
They'll go for it. Love. That is hard down the field. He's got it. And he will have the Seahawks first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving and then some.
And this completion certainly won't be changing the outcome of the game by any means, but I do think there is something to be said for teams that continue to fight, they continue to try to at least finish this game and have something to build off of going into next week. So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance in both run and pass.
Austin Hooper was the intended target.
third down.
Here we go. Here we go. 50.
Love to throw. Throw on the run is complete. And he'll try to get to the marker, but he's going to wind up a yard or two short.
A gain of 6 yards. It's fourth down.
On the set.
The offense staying out there for this fourth down. Here we go. One final play. He'll take a shot here. Back to the end zone. And the Lions are going to come up with a late turnover, but it will only matter to the stat keepers. This ball game is over.
Return starts at the 9. Ooh, a big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop things before they can get it to the 30. Here come the Vikings, taking the field for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, a player known, yes, for that draft status, but also as a great methodical passer. I know you love this guy, Brock. The last pick of the 2022 draft, it's Brock Purdy.
You know, Kate, people won't stop recognizing Brock Purdy as Mr. Relevant right at first, but they better start recognizing his game. He shed that label of his draft status to me long ago. He proved there is no fluke to his talents. He knows how to see it, how to feel it, how to deliver it, and most importantly, he knows how to elevate the people.
Allen hit that football's loose, and the Lions have recovered it. They have gotten the ball moving, Brock. We're seeing some progress on their debut possession.
They were following the script well, but of course, nobody scripts turnover.
No, they don't. So, does that totally erase the positives that they could otherwise take away from that opening drive?
Yes and no. I mean, every possession is such a premium in this league. but you do know we can move this ball. We just got to take better care of it.
So now it's the Lions' turn to head out for the first time on offense. They'll be led out by last year's 3rd overall pick. He started 12 games last year as a rookie. That's Drake May.
It really took no time at all for May to prove, well, he's a franchise quarterback and worthy of that top 5 pick. Got his first start in early October, and all he did was throw for over 2,200 yards and 15 touchdowns. And don't forget about those 400 yards on the ground. He's an athlete, too.
Nice run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, it's May. Oh, he nearly starts the game off with a pick. Just couldn't hang on to it. Good defensive play, though, regardless. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Those windows over the middle, the congestion, just the mass of people. If you're not on time and on target, you're not going to find a completion, especially on that down and distance.
Berkeley gets it on 3rd down. Escapes the defender. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. They get 19 on that pickup. That is good for Detroit 1st down.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39. To the air on 1st down, May. Right side cut by Higgins. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Operating from the gun, here's May. On the move, headed right. He's going to keep it this time. And he's out of bounds, just short of the 30.
Well, QB made something happen and got some yardage when the play didn't develop right, and even got himself out of bounds to avoid a hit. The only negative at all is he couldn't quite get the 1st down.
May now to throw on 3rd. Got his man. This is McMillan. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. That's the end of 1. 3 more to go here on Thursday night primetime. How about this? It's a 2-0 ball game. We'll be right back with more Madden Ultimate Team after this. May on 1st and 10. It's Cox. This is Decoy Krosky-Merritt. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. He picks up 15 on the play. And the Lions have a 1st down.
Something out of nothing, Jake. That may as well be listed on his resume because he's so good at it. Caught that one near the line, and after that it was all him. Turning a modest pass into far more.
And he will get this to the end zone for a Detroit touchdown. The Lions grow their lead just before halftime. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it will be that same strategy they employ, I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
So up comes May and his offense, going for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
That one falls incomplete. Though we do have a flag that we've got to check out first.
Receiver downfield.
So they'll decline this and take the results.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to put it away. Here's a return from the 7. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Vikings and Braylon Allen back out on offense again. It's an 8-0 ball game as they take over, seeking their first points of this contest. Pass is caught. It's T.J. Hawkinson. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield.
It's a gain of 20. And the Vikings, 1st down.
First down, Purdy to throw. Same guy. Oh, he loses the football. The Lions get to it. He dodged the tackle. They get a little extra on top of that bubble recovery as they take possession.
I think the defense would have just settled for getting off the field with the takeaway, but they had a nice present onto the end of it for their teammates who start this possession with much better field position.
First and 10 from the 43. They're going to throw now, following the turnover. Has him on the quick hitter. And this one doesn't go far.
There's no question, Kate, the big plays down the seam or will make tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Finds him on the crossing route. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. It's a 24-yard gash, and it gives them the first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to move in the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
From the red zone on first. Coming at the goal line. And this is down all the way to the 3. Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Lions, first down. First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Ran the money up to a whole nother level. I don't know no better. When I got rich of these, yeah. Bro, coming slow, 6 racks on a sweater. I'm cheating, I'm just shooting.
Offense in position now. It's first and goal. May off the play fake. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away. So he goes down. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half. Driven backward to the 11 as they line up for second and goal. May now from the gun. They're on him again, and he goes down again. The timeout taken here by the Lions. That's their 3rd. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. All the way back to the 19. Here's 3rd and goal. Here he goes, 3rd and long. And he brings it in for the Detroit touchdown. The Lions will add to their lead at the end of the half.
A receiver this skilled, well, he's got every route in his back pocket, but sometimes simple is better. No complicated cuts, no double moves. You just go run right by him.
They'll set up here for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Lions bump the lead up to 13 points.
Vikings 2.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Returning it from the 4. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. This drive starts with barely any time left. 13 seconds in the half. Yep, as expected, they go to the ground to start this one off. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
Behind the line of scrimmage. Almost a big guard. Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 29-yard line.
that's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. Understood. Some people would rather get right back to the field of play. And so we will as we advance to the start of the second half. Sanders all set to send it away. Here's Smith on the return. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line. Out come the Lions. They've got the first series of the second half. And we'll see if the perfect start can continue as they try for their third touchdown in 3 drives. Here's May on 1st and 10. Vikings get there. They're going to win this round. And after one play in this drive, might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for second down.
Brings up 2nd and 20 at the 15-yard line.
Here's May to the air. It's a screen to Barkley. Room for him past the 30. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line. First down from the 41.
And the Lions first down. First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Throwing is May. It was there, but he couldn't hang on. That's incomplete. No luck connecting with Jackson Smith and Jigba. And now it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Here we go, son. Motion.
Back to the air. It's May. Connects on the crosser. He's tackled it. We get this to the opposing 46. Give him 13 on that play. And that is good for Detroit first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Throwing again. It's May. Absolutely fires this one right side. Good coverage on that deep ball downfield. Slow knocked away. That's going to send it back to the line for second.
You know, I say this all the time. You get down there to the red zone, and things happen so fast. Those windows close in a hurry. Quarterback's fortunate that was one hand and not 2 hands that got on the football.
Here's May again. He's trying to go deep again. Back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Gronk, and now they stay out there for third down. Still 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. May now on third down. Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way. The Lions readying for the punt. And this somehow is only going to be our first punt of the game. He has it at the 13. Oh, he lost it on the hit. And the fumble recovery is made. And they stop him before he gets much on the return. Well, it sure hope all those defenders took a real quick swig of water over there on the sideline, Brock, because they are headed right back out there to get back to work.
No question about it. That's what really hurts. And you know that returner is looking at his teammates, exhausted, coming on the field. Well, maybe he's not looking at him.
Yeah.
He's making a beeline the other way because this defense now has to regroup, get it together.
And he's brought down after a short game. Minnesota spends its second time out here. And they'll likely be very protecting of the only one they've got remaining. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make.
He's going to take this in. Touchdown, Detroit. The Lions taking the lead at the end of the third. So he looks to and finds the big fella, and his tight end takes it in for 6.
Such a reliable weapon down in the red zone. You know, kind of reminds me like a point guard making an entry pass to that post player. When you trust your big people around you, and when a quarterback trusts his tight end like that, it makes a difference.
So up comes May and his offense, going for 2.
The Lions will set up for the 2-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. This is caught. And that's into the end zone, so they follow the touchdown by tacking on 2 more to their lead.
Vikings 2. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Dicker all lined up and ready to boot it away. Fielded at the 7. Massive hits, the ball's out. And they steal it back on the return. And the nightmare continues as they bring the fumble back for a touchdown. The Lions lengthen the lead at the end of the 3rd. That is the type of hit Brock delivered precisely to separate him from the football. And good luck to anybody trying to hold on through that.
And if you get a fumble on a return, a lot of times with how the personnel is displaced in position, you can find a lane for an immediate return, and sometimes that open space even extends the whole way to the end zone for 6.
Kicking unit comes out for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Lions continue piling on to this lead.
32. Vikings nothing.
Still reeling a little after fumbling that away, but they're going to get it right back with this kickoff. And he mishit this one badly. It's out of bounds short of the 40, and they're going to take over at that spot. He is shaking his head, and he's going to be wondering about that kickoff for a while. Couldn't keep it in the field of play, and that offense gets a gift to begin this drive. So first down from the 41. Play action now. Purdy. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. And he's going to score on the pick six. Touchdown, Detroit.
No question they wanted a big play to begin their drive, but there's the monkey's paw. They got the big play, but not the way they wished for it. Instead, well, they got to rally themselves to get right back out there after watching their opponent celebrate the end zone.
Now they'll try the point after. Right down the middle. It's good. The Lions grow their lead yet again. So we've hit the end of this third quarter for this Thursday night primetime game. And when we resume play, it'll be with a kickoff.
Cameron Dicker to kick off.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. Has it at the 11. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Vikings taking the field on offense. And they'll get one final chance in a game that, to put it mildly, Brock, has been a bit of a miserable experience for them. Beginning this drive with a run by Allen. Shoots away from one. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
One like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it sets the table for more.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Purdy throwing here on first. Complete. Maybe he gets dropped and the ball is out. Going the other way, Lions have it. And the defense piles on in the end here as they take it back for the touchdown. The Lions are running them out of the building. Well, Brock, you and I know after that first turnover they were able to take back. They were looking for another one, and lo and behold, they found it.
You felt it. Felt it. Everybody in the stands felt it. It wasn't just good enough to get the takeaway. They wanted to one up what they did earlier, and look at the celebration now.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. Extra point set right down the middle. The Lions continue adding on to that lead.
Right down on Broadway.
Nice little energy on his sideline after that bumper return score, and with plenty of energy, he'll send this one away. This one's fielded at the 40-yard line. This makes it up to the 25. Now the Minnesota offense trotting out. The opportunity to win this game is, well, it's long gone, Brock. They're down to their last opportunities now to avoid the shutout as well. Minnesota in the formation. It's 1st and 10.
Get set, get set.
On the handoff, Allen. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Can lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. A more aggressive call on second.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. It's Allen again. And that's not what the offense dialed up. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. I hate to say it, but it kind of feels like time, Brock. It might be time for this offense to get a little more one-dimensional because his ground game hasn't done anything. I mean, just look up at the scoreboard.
Or maybe the in-between is a little play action. I mean, everything they've done, unfortunately, has not worked. One to go backwards.
Now the Lions calling a timeout. They're first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Jordan Stout headed out to punt it away on 4. And he's hoping for good results on his first look of the night. Takes it in at the 26. It's a nice running on that return. He gets it up past the 35. The Lions offense returning to the field. And with just a lone timeout remaining across the field, they're going to be able to run out this clock on the victory. They're going to pass it here. Off his back foot, he's going to hurl this one deep. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
The defender's not going to be thrilled the catch was almost made on his watch, but more importantly, he breaks it up. Gives him a chance to do a little jawing after the play. Lets the other guy know he roughed him up and cost him that catch.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. Underneath it goes. Catch made by the running back. Trying to fight free. He can't do so. They've got him behind the line. Now let's see, Brock, if they...
I'll be back. Chicken butt. Bye, chicken butt. Bye. Yeah. Bye. I might lose this game, so.
Call their final timeout. Detroit calls timeout. It's second. And they'll have just one left to burn now. Will this drive continue? Here comes third down. Third and long for him here. He throws a bullet to the center of the field. The defender was waiting for that one to make a play on it, knocked it away, forcing fourth down. The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. Trying to throw for it with May. And it's incomplete. They dialed up their best effort, Brock, but they come up empty. That's going to be a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
All right, you picked up the win. Nicely done. So what's next for you? Replay a challenge, pick a new one, or just get your rewards?
How about you know what I gotta do and just shut the fuck up?
Set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. So out come the Bucs now for their first drive. And they'll be led out by a guy who has a couple years under his belt in the NFL, their third-year quarterback.
And there's a word that constantly gets thrown around with this guy when you talk to anyone in the building. Potential. They are sky high on what they believe he can grow into in the role of a starting quarterback. In addition, there are plenty around the league who think that as well. And years from now, he can still be leading this offense out.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense. Linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
It's Young off play action. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up third. Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Going to be taken in here by Nakua. And no sidestepping that here. He's going to be brought down hard, and it also sets up 4th down.
Hold on, I'll be back.
And how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
That's returnable now for Smith. And bulldozing his way through. Nearly a huge return, as it is. Still a very good one. 24 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So now you've got their offense coming out for the first time with great initial field position. And a look at a guy, definitely got a little razzle-dazzle to him. Can do it with his arm or his legs. Their mobile QB.
His ability to adjust on the fly is almost unmatched in the game right now because it leads to a couple of snaps per game where you just sit back and ask yourself, how did he pull that off? Opponents can practice and prepare each and every week all day long. This guy is hard to correct.
Give him 19 there as their line marches forward.
That was great protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
That's over the middle and caught by the rookie. Able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 2nd down and 4.
At the Bucs 18-yard line.
Here's May. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete.
Oh, that was
touchdown, Detroit. Jacory Krosky-Merritt, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Lions are able to stretch out their lead. Well, you got to like that start on both sides of the football. You force the 3 and out, and then you score on your first drive.
Well, I know someone who doesn't like that start.
Well, yeah, the other side.
Yeah, they don't like that at all, right? This is not the way it's supposed to be. But what you just described, that's team football, all right? When you get a 3 and out, you're supposed to take advantage of it on the offensive side of the ball. You said, thank you very much for getting us the rock. Let's put it in the end zone, and they did exactly that.
The career's my stake when you're bound. Can't put the baby movies on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like always, they just want a piece of mind. I've been focused on the future, never on right now.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And a 3 and out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out and runs for emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
Second quarter now, and it's Buccaneer football as they've got it 2nd down and 11.
On the double.
Young. Open man right side. That's McConkey. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They need 2. Here's third down.
Third and 2.
Young working out of the gun. And pressure. He's brought down. With a big-time sack on third down, it's a loss of 7. On fourth down, Corliss Waitman on to punt. Here's Smith to return it. Ooh, the juke. A very good return there, giving it even 20 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Now it's JCM, Jacoby Foster. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
To the air, May. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Reed. And the Bucs are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So this defense coming up with the takeaway, and maybe that's something that can bring a little life to that sideline.
I don't want to say that they've been sleepwalking through this first half because that's simply not true, but you're right. We haven't seen a lot of fire from these guys, really, on either side of the ball. So maybe that's the catalyst that they needed to get them back into this game.
And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35.
James Cook. It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and
Young to throw it.
At the 35-yard line.
Connects with Kittle underneath.
Young's pass.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
Here's Young. And that is incomplete. Well, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. 4th down, Corliss Waitman now on to punt. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Yeah, he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with a 2-score lead already, they may just look to get this thing to the locker room. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
May looking to run. That will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. They'll throw now on the final play. Looking deep downfield. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. All right, due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the 3rd quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. And Charles, they got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
And he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hope they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
This one goes out wide for Barkley. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Delay of game, offense.
Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a first down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. They'll try and throw for it with May. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. 4th down conversion plays. You usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward.
I'll tell you what, this is not for the faint of heart right here. 4th down, this is taking a big risk. But it's as good a play call as you can imagine. And the defense just not able to come up with the stop they needed. And this is not just a first down, but a big play as well.
To throw, it's May. He'll let this go deep for Smith and Jigba. And this is incomplete. Oh, he had 6 points right in his hands, but could not hang on.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the shotgun, May with it. This pass complete to Higgins. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs 17-yard line.
And the Lions, first down. 1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he's able to get this inside the 10 now to the 9. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And that's going to leave him with just 1 timeout remaining still in the 3rd quarter. We'll see if that comes back to haunt him. We'll be back. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he takes this one in for the Lions touchdown. Saquon Barkley, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Dan Campbell makes the call. His guys will go for 2 here.
The Lions will set up for the 2.
They're going to run it with Barkley. And he is into the end zone again as he scores both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion to extend this lead. So they kept it on the ground, got it into the end zone. Charles, sometimes you probably see teams treat a 2-point conversion differently than if it was 1st and goal from the 2, or I should say 3rd and goal from the 2.
I agree with you totally on that. A lot of teams treat it as if they have farther to go and shy away from running the football. I think this is a great spot to do it because most teams play you for the pass. Go ahead and run and let your linemen serve.
Now a hit and a loose football. Here comes the Buccaneers offense. They get their first reps of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here to just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up second down.
They'd love to just start back with a touchdown right here. If it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up the score.
Fourth quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Prime Time. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Young to throw it. And a little flutter there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they've been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same Surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Now here's Young. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line. How about one last great play defensively, and that should, for all intents and purposes, finish off this shutout.
That's as good a defensive performance as we've seen in a long, long time. And I know as a team they will celebrate, but I will guarantee you the defensive guys, they'll get together somewhere and have their own private celebration. A shutout, that's something to be cherished.
Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down.
Hey, here goes up. Hey, what's up? Hey, Angel. 5.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. May looking to run. Heck of a broken tackle, and able to work this down near the 23. He turned that into a nice gain, gets him 8 yards closer for third down.
Makes it 3rd and 6.
They'll throw with May. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Red wine. Boom, boom, boom.
Anderson on for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And the end result, they Detroit touchdown.
Whoa. Hello, you can hear me.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Still going. Now he lost the football. But this will give
formation will stay the same. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points if you're feeling better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
It's Jeffrey Simmons that time who got in to record the sack. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
And some room to work. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown.
And not only is his defense pitching a shutout, now they're contributing points themselves. I mean, they have really put together what's almost been a perfect effort here in this one.
I love how you express that. They've absolutely exceeded expectations in this one, and even better than their play. It's been their effort. Even with the wind in their back pocket already, every one of those guys is still out there fighting like it's a tie game.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. And just like that, another ultimate.
And just like that, what the fuck?